So you see how every time you go to any one of these boot camps, there's 20 other professionals that are in your field that you're going to network with and meet. I went to iDirect training in Herndon, Virginia. So everywhere you go, you're building this network of professionals to where if you're ever in need of opportunity, you've got a network to reach out to. And obviously you can kind of manage that through your LinkedIn profile. So that's very, very important. I think they did a little bit of immigration law, things like that. But just the fact that, hey, Prada law helped expats, either, marry foreign nationals or get visas in Colombia. They basically created a legal hub in, Colombia, which is basically rab dab smack in the middle of Central America, Central/South America. And, they were able to, basically, take advantage of both the South American market and the US market and people that were traversing between the two. So you can see how that's so beneficial to be able to, speak Spanish and have a headquarters office in Latin America and still, kind of cater to all the US expats that are going to go down there. They can find all their legal services essentially with Prada Law. There's a guy named Skylar DeRuin who has a YouTube channel where he basically, I think he's a 20-year Air Force veteran that actually retired from the military. He specializes in finance. That was his MOS and started the Air Force, and he retired to Rio, Brazil. So from Rio, Brazil, he actually teaches like finance, the market, crypto, just different investing strategies. And then he also has like a Brazilian like consultation service to where, hey, if you're going to come to Brazil, here's the best restaurants, here's the best, sightseeing and cultural experiences. Here's what, typical dining out and services cost in Brazil. So basically being that consultation bridge between, American citizens that want to travel to Rio, Brazil, and he has his own YouTube channel, right? So you got your YouTube channel that's monetized, that earns money based on like, views essentially. So I think if I'm correct, roughly for a travel channel, it's like 20,000 for every 8,000 views you get it, maybe you make about $50 as far as the monetization is concerned. And then you can do like super chats, right? So people can actually donate to you live while you live stream, and then they can ask questions and you can interact with your crowd and things along those lines. You can literally live stream, earn income from the monetization, from the super chats. He sells like a program where he teaches people all like this financial advice where he makes money from the program. I mean, do you see how like the pyramid kind of starts to stack up, right? You've got your base knowledge of like you've got your military retirement, you've got your base level of your finance training that you can use to either work in. You can create courses to where you can teach people those things. You use YouTube to monetize, to get super chats, and you're kind of building. He's probably got like 8 or 9 different, sources of income essentially by just starting a YouTube channel, living abroad. So he gets to live in Brazil, his favorite country in the world, and he's catering to the US market. So he's making US dollars essentially. So that's just another success story. Medellin Buzz, a guy named Andrew who actually used to live in the United States. He's actually Colombian. He actually used to live in the States. He actually has a YouTube channel where he kind of does the same thing, where he hosts Americans that want to come down to Medellin, Colombia, and vacation, sightsee, go to museums, do tours. That want to actually buy real estate. He actually has a second channel where actually he features like Medellin real estate, where it's like hey, this 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment in Poblado is selling for $150,000, $200,000, and he actually features it. And he basically can help you with the process of purchasing homes overseas, with getting your retirement visa or your digital nomad visa, different things along those lines. So yeah, that's another success story. Andre and Andrea from Love Crossing Borders. They are a American citizen that's married to a Colombian citizen that lives in Cali, Colombia. He has a YouTube channel as well where he talks about, the benefits. I think he lived in the Tampa Bay area, and he talks about the benefits of, I think living in Cali, Colombia, where I think, him and his wife have like a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, high-rise apartment. They pay like 400 or 500 bucks a month, something along those lines. And they have a consultation service, and they bring people down to Cali, Colombia, and they take them on tours and sightseeing and help people, find relationships and just kind of just that kind of whole space, just so many different opportunities for, and that's just Latin America, right? There's also content creators in Asia, in Philippines, in Thailand that, that I think Richie Mack is in Thailand, another a person that's from Los Angeles that hosts people coming out to Thailand. I think there's a guy named Bo Rofek who's in Romania. I think in Philippines, there's a couple of, I think the Filipina P, she's a great content creator out of the Philippines that actually hosts consultations for people coming to the Philippines. And there's just so many more people in Germany and Europe, just some people that actually help host people as they come to different countries. So just think about all those opportunities when you think about things globally. Right. And remote work possibilities, I think we kind of discussed that a little bit. Speaking of remote work, this brings us to another major shift, thanks to globalization. Many US citizens are opting for full-time or part-time work remote that allows them to earn in US dollars while living abroad. Platforms like Upwork, Freelancer, um, and even direct company applications are, paving the way for this shift.